Today, from NRG Stadium.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And no excitement, unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Burrow. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Burrow on 3rd down. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to...
Now Burrow loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10, 5, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
From the 24, Burrow. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field.
Now Burrow loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Here's Cooks on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To the air again, Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. First down, here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Watson. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On 1st down, Elam. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Open man is Higgins.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit
Sometimes
better.
It's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Watson now to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. On first down, it's Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Back to throw, Watson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. 2nd down and goal. Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. And that is incomplete. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And Burrow going to throw again. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. They're moving the ball on this drive through the air, so getting a little handsy on defense.
When you can't get the pass rush that you really want, you have to tighten down the coverage in the secondary. On that play,
touchdown, Texans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Come on, dog! So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Touchdown! That's caught. Brandon Cooks with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal.
Today.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. He gets this to Devontae Adams. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 8 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8 from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Running left, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll run on first down. Herbert, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
From the gun, here's Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-0. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-0.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Right back to Swift again on second down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Back to throw here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. On first down, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On second down, it's Montgomery. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it, I guess? And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Here's Fields. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he will have the Bears first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And the Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Don't do us like that.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, here's Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, and they go with Swift again. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is Parker, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this throw caught left side and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Back to throw again. He'll get this off to Swift. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 30 on second down, Fields looking sideline, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Under pressure, and down he goes. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the second half of the season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll look to throw again. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Swift is into the end zone. A touchdown, Lions. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Fields now to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Aleem McNeil breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any off.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 35. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Fields. That's going to be caught by Coulter.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here's Fields. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Again, Fields. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Second and 5. And this is incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Not much there, only a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. He's back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Pass complete. It's Hawkinson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. They'll try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these.